My name is Flax. I recently set out on a journey to obtain all pets, starting with the most common and climbing my way up to the rarest pet in old school RuneScape. This is the pet ladder. Welcome back, everybody. In my last video, I had mentioned that if I wanted to gain XP in a skill, I would have to do so without risking the chance of accidentally obtaining a pet out of order. So right here is a perfect example with the evil Bob random. It's going to give me some fishing XP with no chance at getting the fishing pet. But going forward, I'm going to say that if I need to do a quest or diary to unlock the best hunting method, I'm going to do those things, even if it means I have to catch a specific fish or chop a specific log before I'm ready to hunt the pets for those skills. So while I could potentially get the pet, unlocking those, I'm going to allow myself to do it. And I'll actually talk a little bit more about that coming up later in this video. All right, coming in with a little bit of a milestone here, so to speak. We got 60 thieving, and this level is pretty much irrelevant as of right now, but it's just a good point for me to stop and work on a few other things before I head back to work tomorrow. Specifically, I want to do some quests and train a few skills that will allow me to quickly get to sand crabs so that I have something I can work on while I'm on mobile. The reason for sand crabs is that I need at least 100 combat to utilize my alt account for 2-tick fishing and 2-tick woodcutting in the future. And I can technically get around that by using different methods, but doing it on a PvP world, in my experience, is just so much easier. Real quick, I just noticed my combat level, 6.9. Nice. I may or may not have messed up on the very last step of the waterfall quest and have to go get a new Glariel's amulet to complete the quest. Yeah. Alright, since I've started this video, I've actually decided to move my in-game POH to Hasidius. That way I can easily get to sand crabs now, especially on mobile. Let the grind begin. Alright, it's been a few days since I've done any thieving. As you can see, my combat stats have gone up a little bit. I've just been killing sand crabs on mobile. Still got a long ways to go on that grind. But yeah, I'm off for the weekend, so I'm gonna try to hopefully get Rocky Pet before I have to go back to work here in a couple days. Alright, I have officially passed the drop rate for Rocky, which is the base rate is, like I said in the last video, 36,490. Of course, it's actually a little bit less because my thieving level has been going up. You're looking at the drop rate for a pet in a specific skill. What you do is you take the level that you have in that skill, you multiply it by 25, and then you subtract that number from the base drop rate. So I am about 200 stalls dry at this moment, and I'm just going to keep grinding while I'm off work, and we'll see what happens. I got it! I got it! Yes! Let's go! I got it. Babe, I got it. Oh my god. Yes! The first collection log of the account. Okay. Let me see my XP real quick. Just shy of 45,000 stalls. Oh, I'm so happy. Alright. I've still coming down off my high of getting the Rocky Pet. Very excited to get that one out of the way. Although the next pet is probably going to take a lot longer unless I get turbocharged spooned on it. Our next pet is the rock golem, the mining pet. The drop rate for this one is much, much higher. The fastest method to get this pet is mining gem rocks. Whether you are using tick manipulation or just mining them normally, it is the fastest way to get the pet. So what I'm going to do now, my epic plan of attack to get this pet as quickly as I can. First thing I'm going to do is a few quests to get some early mining XP. And then I want to unlock the dragon pickaxe, since I'm going to want that for gem rocks anyways. And I'm doing mining first, just in case I get spooned, and just knock it out of the park very quickly. So I'm going to do a few quests, 61 mining. Then phase 2 of my epic plan of attack to obtain the rock golem as quickly as possible, I know it really rolls off the tongue, is I need to complete the medium Karamja diary. Now, the skill requirements aren't that high, but a few of the diary tasks are going to require me to have a couple pet rolls. So I've got to check a fruit tree, I've got to fish a Karamja, and I've got to chop a couple trees. So there is a chance that I get a pet during those, but like I was saying earlier in the video, I'm going to allow myself to do it because it unlocks the best hunting method for the rock golem. I think it just makes sense to do that. I do have a list that I'm sort of following. I may change the order slightly, but I just wrote it down to make it a little bit easier for myself to follow. I'm going to put that up on the screen now. And for the skills I have to train that have pets, so like agility and fishing and woodcutting and farming that are on the list, I'm going to have to train them in a way that I cannot get pets. So, for example, agility, I'm going to have to do some sort of shortcuts, quests for XP. I just wanted to clarify that before I go any further, and I will be back with some updates pretty soon. Alright, coming in with 61 mining. So now I'm going to move on to solely focusing on the Karamja medium diary. And I should probably explain why I want to unlock that. Because in Shiloh Village, there's a basement that is locked by that diary. In that basement, there's about 30 to 40 gem rocks that I can mine, plus a bank deposit box. While upstairs, there's about 7 rocks, and the bank is much farther away. The bank is kind of whatever. I'm not necessarily doing it for the money, but having that many rocks is going to make the grind much quicker. So yeah, time to get started on the medium Karamja diary grind. Let's go. Alright, after a few quests, now we're finishing up Garden of Death. And that's gonna get me the farming level that I need for the Karamja medium diary. So I'm gonna be right back, and I'm gonna go plant a fruit tree in Brimhaven real quick. Alright, once this apple tree grows, I will officially have the first task of the medium Karamja diary done. In the meantime, I've still got quite a few quests to do, as well as some skilling requirements that I need to hit. But before I get started on those quests, I'm going to get 43 prayer. And I think it's a good time just to touch on how I've been making money on this account, since I am not trading anything to it from my main, and I don't really have any good money makers unlocked. Literally what I've done, I had like a couple 100K from the seed stalls, and I bought a bunch of blue dragon scales and crushed them for GP. I was making like 5 times my investment into the scales. It wasn't fun, but it was nice and AFK, easy starter money. You know, I've got what I need for quite a while. So I just wanted to let you guys know how I was making my money real quick, and we'll be back with 43 prayer. All right, coming in with 43 prayer. That literally took me less than 10 minutes to get to the GE, buy the bones, and get 1 to 43 prayer. It's so fast. Oh, looks like I might actually get 44. There we go. All right. Back to the quest and skill grind. All right. Finishing up Dragon Slayer 1. Now, the only thing left for me to do is I gotta get 35 hunter, 48 woodcutting, and 59 fishing, so that I can complete the medium Karamja diary. So I'm gonna go work on those and I'll be back with updates. Okay, for starters, I'm gonna bang out 59 fishing. The way I'm gonna do this without risking any pet rolls is for 32 to 35, I'm actually doing it in chambers of Zarek, since you can't get the pet from here. The only thing about this is it's extremely slow, and you can't really AFK it because every few fish, there's a snake that comes up and starts damaging you unless you switch fishing spots. It's really annoying. And also on top of that, you can't use any tick manipulation. So that's why I'm only doing it until 35 fishing. And then I'm going to switch to Temporos. Now, the harpoon fish in Temporos do not give the heron pet. So as long as I don't claim my rewards, I'm 100% safe to do that until 59 fishing. All right, coming in with 35 fishing. That took about 40 minutes just to get 32 through 35 here. About 10k XP an hour. And now we're off to Temporos. 40 fishing, 45 fishing. I just missed the level 50 fishing update. But real quick, between the last clip and this one, I actually got a new microphone. So hopefully it sounds a little bit cleaner going forward. 55 fishing. And there's 59 fishing, and we are done at Temporos for a long time. Moving on to woodcutting now. And we're back in the chambers of Zarek to train some woodcutting. This is actually very chill compared to Temporos in my opinion. It should only take about 2 hours to get to 48. So I'm going to work on that and get it busted out real quick. I accidentally missed it, but I did get 48 wood cutting. So the only thing left now is 35 hunter. And here we are, 35 hunter. That is all the requirements for the Karamja medium diary completed. Let's go do the tasks. Finally completed the medium Karamja diary. So I'm going to head over to Gemrocks and we're going to talk about what's next for the account. I would like to welcome all of you guys to my new home for at least the next month. To get the rock golem from the Gemrocks, we're looking at about a 200-hour grind. The base drop rate is 1 in 211,000. I can probably mine about 1,000 gems per hour, a little bit more if I do 3 tick mining, which I'm very bad at. It's probably going to be quite a while before I release a new video because this is all I'm going to be doing. There isn't much to be seen here, but I will still be recording updates and possibly even live streaming in the future. Before I end the video, I do want to apologize for my audio. I switched mics towards the end of the video and I'm still trying to get used to this new mic and I'm still trying to figure out where exactly I want it positioned, how much gain to give it, etc. So hopefully in the next video I will be completely dialed in and there will be no variance from clip to clip. Again, thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe for more.